A trip to Ghana. It began with a dream that did not feel like a dream. Deep inside a thick, endless forest, a mother ran with everything left in her body, her wrapper tearing against thorns, her breath heavy, her heart pounding like it wanted to escape her chest. "Chinedu! Run! Run!" she screamed, her voice breaking as she chased after her son. Ahead of her, the young man ran blindly through the darkness, fear written all over his face. Then lightning tore through the sky for a split second and revealed it. A giant black snake. Its massive body crushed branches and twisted through the forest as it chased him with terrifying speed. The boy stumbled. He fell hard. The mother screamed as she rushed toward him, reaching out. Then something unnatural began to happen. His skin started breaking apart, slowly at first, then rapidly. His body began to decay before her eyes, turning into crawling, riding maggots that spread across the ground like a living nightmare. "No!" she screamed, dropping to her knees as the forest followed her cry. She woke up violently, gasping for air, drenched in sweat. Her room was silent except for the slow spinning of the ceiling fan. She looked around, confused, shaken to her core. "God forbid, bad dream," she whispered, placing her hand on her chest. But deep inside, something didn't feel ordinary. Far away from that fear, in a small room in Lagos, four young men sat together, their attention fixed on a glowing phone screen. On it was a life they had never lived, money stacked in bundles, expensive cars, luxury hotels, soft living. Paul leaned closer, eyes wide with excitement. "See money, this guy dey enjoy life pass," Paul said. Mike sat back slightly, studying the screen with a different kind of hunger. Jay remained quiet, observing everything, while Emmanuel watched with unease hidden behind his calm face. That was the first moment temptation spoke to them. Later that night, they gathered in a quiet compound. The air was still, but their conversation wasn't. Mike looked at the others with confidence. "This kind life no be ordinary, we fit run am," Mike said. Emmanuel shook his head slightly, his voice low but firm. "But at what cost?" Emmanuel said. Nobody answered him. Because deep down, they already knew they were going to try. Back inside, Jay held the phone as the others leaned in. The message was simple. "Boss, I won't learn." He pressed send. Jay looked up slowly. "Hope say this no go put us for wahala," Jay said. But it was already too late. They met him the next night. David didn't look like a regular man. He walked into the lounge like he owned the air, dressed in confidence, dripping in money and control. He smiled as he approached them. "Una want make real money?" David said. Mike didn't hesitate. "No wetin we dey find be that," Mike said. That was all David needed. Outside the lounge, under a weak streetlight, everything changed. David's voice dropped. "No be yohu, no be fraud. Just small spiritual work, then money go flow," David said. Emmanuel frowned. "Spiritual how?" Emmanuel said. David leaned closer, his expression unreadable. "You go understand when we reach there," David said. A cold silence followed. The journey began the next day. Inside the car, no one spoke much. The road stretched endlessly as the sky darkened above them. Jay stared out the window, uneasy. "This thing no clear," Jay said softly. But the car didn't stop. When they arrived at the forest in Ghana, the air itself felt different. David stepped down first. Then he turned back slowly, looking at them with a seriousness they had never seen before. "From here, no going back," David said. The boys stepped down one by one. And something unseen closed behind them. They walked deeper into the forest until they reached it. The Nyamdua shrine. It stood like something ancient and forgotten, bones hanging, red cloth dancing in the air, symbols carved into wood that seemed to watch them. Paul looked around nervously. "Guy, this place no be normal oh," Paul said. Jay's voice dropped to a whisper. "Who bring us come here?" Jay said. No one answered him. Then she appeared. Priestess Abina. She stepped out of the darkness slowly, her presence commanding, her eyes reflecting firelight like something not entirely human. David stepped forward and bowed slightly. "I bring them," David said. The priestess looked at each of the boys carefully, as if reading something deeper than their faces. "They don't know what they seek," Priestess Abina said. David smirked faintly. "They will learn," David said. That was the moment betrayal became real. They were led into the shrine. The ritual began. They sat in a circle as strange powder touched their foreheads. The fire burned red, the air heavy, the chants rising around them. Emmanuel's voice shook. "This thing no pure," Emmanuel said. But nobody stood up. Nobody left. That night, inside a small wooden hut, fear took shape. The wind howled outside. Something moved. Mike sat upright, alert. "Make nobody sleep, something no right," Mike said. Paul was already sweating. Then it happened. The door burst open. Something stood there, not fully seen, not fully human. Paul screamed. "Who they there?" Paul shouted. But nothing answered. Back at the shrine, the priestess poured a strange liquid into a bowl, her expression calm, almost pleased. "Your journey done begin, no turning back," Priestess Abina said. And suddenly, everything made sense. They were not visitors. They were part of something. Fear broke them. One shook uncontrollably. One cried. One stared into nothing. Jay looked at the others, panic finally breaking through. "We need to leave now," Jay said. And this time, they ran. Through the forest. They ran. Through the forest, through the darkness, through branches that clawed at their skin. Emmanuel shouted as they ran. "Run! No look back," Emmanuel said. They didn't stop until they reached the edge. Silence. They slowed down. They thought they were free. Then they saw her. Standing right in front of them. Waiting. Priestess Abina smiled slowly. "You can't escape what you've entered," she said. And in that moment, they understood the truth. Some journeys have no return.